Welcome to Safety is Everywhere YouTube channel. Dear friends, don't forget to subscribe this channel and share the link with your safety professional friends.
Hello, welcome to this class. Today's discussion will be on card sets for accident scenarios, which is a part of bow tie. You can say it is basically the inventory side. So, let us see what we will discuss. We will discuss two things. In the inventory, there will be different pivotal events. Actually, these are nothing but the protection configuration against the initiating event in terms of inventory and top event in terms of fault tree occurs. So then when the top event in terms of fault tree occurs or initiating event in terms of inventory occurs, then the system behave against this fault in such a manner that the recovery will be maximized. So, now depending on the system configurations, there will be different layers of protection. So, each of the layer can fail. So, if you want to know that how these layers fail, so ultimately you require to develop fault tree. So, that is why we are saying that fault tree linking with accident sequence. Accident sequence will be developed using event tree, and at each of the node of the event tree, the success and failure of the protection measure, which are basically known as pivotal events. So, those will be understood using fault tree. So, that is the first part. Then what we will do, we will first discuss a general example, and then we will go for the pressure tank example, because this pressure tank example we have discussed in previous lectures, and we are trying to bring that pressure tank example in all the lectures as much as possible, so that there will be the common thread, that how the different concepts, methodologies and tools and techniques are employed, and this can be done for a particular with reference to a particular example. In this process also we will develop the along the accident scenario or sequence the card sets. So, card sets for accident scenarios or sequences. So, every sequence gives one scenario. So, accident scenario is the end state of the event tree. So, these are the things we will be discussing today by 30 minutes of time, and the resource is basically the same book, probably PRA, actually PRAM for engineers and scientists by Komamoto and Henley, and by this time you are familiar with this book, and you will get that most of the materials I have taken from this book. Let us understand it fully. So, initiating event. In event tree, the starting point is initiating event. Initiating event should occur. If you go back to bow tie, then you will find out this is the event which is the top event in the fault tree. So, that is the linking point, and in bow tie this event is also known as center event. Actually, in bow tie this is center event. So, in fault tree it is top event. and in event tree it is initiating event. And ultimately what happened, in event tree we progress along this depending on the protection configuration here, and in fault tree we try to find out the root causes. So, whatever may be the we are starting with initiating event, let it may be the center event. So, if it occurs, so immediately you have seen in with earlier examples that the system behaves in such a manner that the occurrence can be, the effect of this occurrence can be minimized. So, let there are in this particular example, let there are two systems one after another, and ultimately both are independent, they do not depend on each other. So, given this initiating event, the success and failure of the two systems are known, let it be, or you have to find out. By success we means that if this event occur, then the system will be able to fight against this wrong thing, and then some kind of accident sequence or scenario will be generated, and if it is not, then what will happen, another kind of situation will generate or scenario will generate. Now, question is that depending on if system 1 is successful or failure, then system 2 will be activated. Many a times what happen, if system 1 is sufficient enough to recover or to mitigate the effect, then system 2's action is not required. But many a times it is also required because layer 1, the system 1 may not be sufficient enough. So, here in this particular case we have branched the system 1 and system 2 in terms of success and failures. So, even if system 1 is successful, but system 2 will also act, and when system 1 is failure, system 2 also act. So, as a result there are 4 accident sequences, means initiating event occurs, then success, this is one sequence. Initiating event occurs, then system 1 success, system 2 failure, second sequence. Initiating event occurs, first system failure, second system successful, third sequence. Initiating event occur, first system failure, second system failure, this is the fourth sequence. So, if we say that that these are basically protection against the initiating event, then obviously when both the protection fails, so that S4 that will be the most harmful, whereas if both the system is successful, this will be safe or least harmful. So, in accident scenarios we means these states, accident S1 is scenario 1, S2 scenario 2, S3 scenario 3, S4 scenario 4. Okay. Now, our job here is that link the fault tree with this sequence. So, how do you link? The failure of system 1 or failure of system 2, these are dependent on some other subsystem component or some other root causes. So, as a result you can develop the fault tree for failure of system 1 as well as fault tree for failure of system 2. So, we have given hypothetical fault tree here because this is just for understanding purpose, it is not a case, it is a demonstration of the concept. So, for the time being let system 1 fails and there are C, A, B, F, D and E, these are the basic events which ultimately leads to system 1 failure, and this is the fault tree. Here G0 is one gate, OR gate, and G1 is AND gate, OR gate and AND gate, and this is another AND gate. Okay. And similarly, when system 2 fails, so there is one OR gate and there are 3 basic events, any one of these leads to system 2 fails. Now, what is our job? We want to find out the card sets along the accident paths. The along accident paths or card sets for accident scenarios. Now, if I consider S1, then this is first card set, S2 this is the card set, S3 and S4 like this. So, you may be wondering that how the what is it happening here. What is S1? S1 is basically initiating event occurs, system 1 and system 2 are successful. Okay. So, if we consider system 1 failure is F1, then its success will be F1 bar. If system 2 failure is F2, then its success will be F2 bar. So, then this is basically F2 and this one F2 bar. Okay. Now, if I consider that this exists, then this F1 bar and F2 bar, this and these two if occurs, then the S1 will occur, and in terms of card set, in terms of scenario we will write like this. Okay. So, now for S2 you see that S2 will be F1 bar, this successful, system 1 successful, system 2 failure. So, first one successful and second one failure, these two happen, then only this sequence will be created. So, in this manner S3 F1 F2 bar and S4 F1 F2. Okay. Now, this is in terms of the system pivotal events, like in pivotal event 1 and pivotal event 2, or system 1 failure and system 2 failure you are writing. But what we are interested to know, we are interested to know how the basic events here with reference to system 1 and system 2 failures, basic events are linked with this sequence, this 4 sequence, that is basically linking fault tree with the accident sequences. In order to do so, you require to find out the card set for the system 1 as well as system 2. So, all of you know that what is card set? Card set basically is a set where if all the basic events of that set occurs, then the system event top event occur. Now, if I consider the first one, that system 1 failure, then what is happening here? System 1 failure, if C occurs, system 1 will fail. If F occurs, system 1 will fail because of OR gate. But A and B simultaneous occurrence also lead to system failure, and D and E simultaneous occurrence lead to system 1 failure. So, as a result, how many sets you will get? You will get, because OR gate increases the number of sets. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, the first one is C, second one is F, third one is G1 basically A into B, fourth one is G2 D into E. So, this is in Boolean expression we have written. This is basically the failure of system 1, which can be in terms of card set for failure of system 1, it can be written like this. This plus symbol is nothing but union. Now, similarly for system 2, you can write, because it's basically OR gate. So, A, F and G, that means the 3 card sets are there, and in Boolean term form we can write like this: F equal to A plus F plus G. Okay. Now, let us see that how we will get the sequence using these basic events A F G, C F, A B, something like this. Okay. So, that is what is a job. What is our job then? We want to link the fault tree with the accident sequences. By accident sequences, we understand basically the path. By accident scenario, the end state like S1, S2, S3, S4. So, S1, S2, S3, S4 these end states, these are all basically will result if initiating event occurs, and depending on the behavior of the system against the initiating event, what will happen, different scenarios will be developed with maybe with higher level of severity. If the protection system or the pivotal events are successful, so then successful means basically able to fight against the initiating event, the severity will be less, or there will be completely safe situation, or otherwise that situation will severity wise it will increase. Now, we want to link these accidents sequence or scenarios with the basic event of the protection systems failures, or that configuration of the protection configuration. By protection configuration, with reference to this example, we understand system 1 and system 2. Other way you can say layer 1 and layer 2, layer 1 protection, layer 2 protection, like this. And then our ultimate job is that find out the suppose value of SI I equal to 1 to 4 in reference to this basic events. So, if we want this event to occur, this one to occur, then what are the basic events in terms of system 1 and system 2 that should occur, that will ultimately again result in cart sets. So, we will find out next the cart sets. Let us understand for the S2. So, let us see. So, you all know that what is S2, when F1 means system 1 successful, system 2 failure. Okay. Now, system 2 failure F2, what is the cart set, and F1 cart set. If I, okay, it is already there, fine. So, sorry, suppose F1, what is F1? F1 is C plus F plus AB plus DE, and F2 is A plus F plus G. That is what we know. Now, S2 is F1 bar and F2. F1 bar means the success of the system 1. So, from here we want to know F1 bar. So, if you use the De Morgan principle, what will be the F1 bar? F1 bar will be C bar intersection F bar, then intersection will be union A bar plus B bar into, that is again intersection D bar plus E bar. So, C will be converted to, if when we are writing the F bar success of the system 1, so C will be C bar, F will be F bar, A bar, B bar, D bar, E bar, like this, but this union will become intersection and intersection will become union. So, that is what is written here. Okay. Now, if you expand this, then you will be getting this one. Okay. If you expand, you will be getting this. So, then F1 bar is A bar, C bar, D bar, F bar, B plus B bar, C bar, D bar, F bar, plus A bar, C bar, E bar, F bar, plus B bar, C bar, E bar, F bar. Okay. Now, What is the sequence? Sequence is S2, which is F1 bar into F2. So, we are writing like this here, F1 bar into F2. So, what is F2? F2 is A plus F plus G. So, if you write here F1 bar F2, so then F1 bar into A plus F1 bar into F plus F1 bar into G. Okay. Now, you have seen that what is F1 bar here? This is the F1 bar. So, if you multiplied A or intersection A and A bar, so what is the value? This will be 0, because A and its complement there is no intersection. So, as a result, in F1 bar, wherever A is there, all those terms will vanish if we multiply F1 bar with A. So, this will vanish, this will vanish. What is remaining? B, C, D, F bar and B, C, E, F bar, which will be multiplied by A. So, that means A, B bar, C bar, D bar, F bar, this one. Then A, B bar, C bar, E bar, F bar, A, this two. Now, F intersection F bar will be 0. So, everywhere F is there. So, no term will be available for this, all will become 0. Now, F1 bar G, in F1 bar there is no G. So, all the terms will be multiplied by G. So, that is why G, A bar, C bar, D bar, F bar and like this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, you get this one is basically the cut set basically for S2. So, that means if this situation will occur, S2 will occur, this situation will occur, S2 will occur, something like this, with reference to the basic event of the two system level fault tree, system 1 and system 2. So, that is what is known as cut sets with accident scenario. This scenario is S2. So, what will happen? There are two situations. Situation 1, if we consider that situation 1, you are considering that basic events are certain to occur, success states of basic events are certain, sure. What does it mean? This means, what are the success state for basic event? A, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F bar, these are all success events for the basic event, A, B, C, D, E, F bar. So, if we assume that all success events are certain to occur, because that is obvious for high risk plant and that much reliability should be there, then what will happen? This B bar, C bar, D bar, F bar, all bars, that item will become 1. So, as a result, what will be the S2 value? Here A, here also A plus A is A only, and then ultimately this all G, G plus G plus G. So, that means A plus G plus G plus G, but these are nothing but in Boolean form, this is basically A plus G. So, if we consider all the basic events as all the success of the basic components, they are certain to occur, then the sequence S2 sequence is A plus G, I mean failure of A and failure of G. So, that is what we have written in the first. So, your cut set will be this. Now, you may think differently also, that instead of considering the basic events certain to occur, you may consider that the system 1 is certain to occur, in the sense success of system 1 is certain to occur. Then what will happen? Then F1 bar will be 1 and you will get S2 A plus F plus G. So, that means A plus G is there, but one more F is coming, one more cut set is coming. So, this will not, this is not correct. So, it is recommended that you please do not consider, this type of assumption that system 1 will occur, because when you have the cut sets. Okay. So, then let us see the another one. Let us go for sequence 4. In sequence 4, both the system fails. So, you know F1 and what are the cut set for F2, A plus G. So, write down F1A, F plus F1 dot F plus F1 dot G. So, you can multiply and finally go forward, and you will ultimately land up with some cut sets, which will be definitely correct cut sets. But here we are showing some Boolean expression to make the mathematics simpler, or it will reduce the number of steps. So, what are the Boolean expression? When we say x in intersection A, we can write that x given A equal to true intersection A, or x intersection A bar, you can write x given A equal to false intersections A bar. If you follow this and then simplify this one, what is going to happen? You see S4, that means F1A, F1 given A true into A, second one F1 given F true into F, third one is F1 given G true into G. Now, F1 given A true. So, all of you know what is F1? C plus F plus AB plus DE. Then F1 given A true, that means this will always happen. So, this will become C plus A plus B plus DE. So, as a result, you are writing that F1 given A true, it is C plus A plus B plus DE and into A. Now, F1 given F true into F, this is basically true F. So, you are writing true F, because here F is there, F1 F is also true. Now, third one, what will happen? F1 given G equal to 2 into G. So, here you see C plus A plus AB plus D, there is no G, the same thing is there multiplied by G. So, as a result, what is happening? This true F, this coming as a cut set F, C plus A plus B plus D is coming like this, and this one becoming this. Interesting thing is there that already F is a cut set. So, if you another one F A and F G is coming another cut sets. So, already as the minimal cut set is F, so that means F A and F G will not be required. So, that is what is written here, as F is already in the cut set, that further cut set from a P, where P may be here A, B, all those things, it is not required. So, that means this results into this. What will happen? F, then C plus B plus D, C plus B plus D into A, because this intersection this is not required. Similarly, C plus AB plus D into G. So, this is not required. So, if you proceed in this manner, what will happen further? You see that you are getting F, now C, okay, let it be like this. So, finally, if you expand this, you will be getting this A plus AC, AB, ADE, CG, ABG, DEG. Now, you see AB is there, again ABG is there. So, AB is a cut set. So, what is the need of ABG? It is not required. Similarly, maybe DEG, AC, okay, I think others are not there. So, that means what will happen? ABG will be not required. So, this becomes F, this AC, AB fine, ADE fine, CG fine, this is not required, DEG is coming. So, So, that is basically the resultant cut set for S4 sequence 4. This is what is linking cut sets with accident scenario. Now, let us see one example, that is the pressure tank example, and you all know this example, we have discussed several times. So, here the situation is like this, when there is pump overrun. So, under this situation, to protect the tank from overpressure situation, what will there will be operator shutdown and there will be pressure protection. Operator shutdown given the some other features of the system. So, as a result, what happen, when operator shutdown will take place, there will be a fault tree for operator shutdown, and the operator shutdown will may be successful, may be failure, and depending on the fault tree you will get the probability. So, with reference to pressure tank example, we found out that this is 0.03, that operator failure, that is 0.03. Then what will be the success? 1 minus 0.03, that is basically 0.97. And in pressure protection, what is there? We have the relief valve. So, relief valve should work. If relief valve fails to open, what will happen? Overpressure situation will also arise. So, now the relief valve that failure probability, that means fails to open, we consider 0.26. It is a very high value we consider, but it should not be that high value. So, what will happen then, the scenarios? There are 3 scenarios. The first scenario is basically pump overrun exists, operator shutdown successful. So, pressure protection, this is not important here. So, no rupture, this is the scenario. Second one is that operator shutdown failure, but pressure protection successful, this is the no rupture case, scenario 2. And third one is the pressure operator shutdown failed, pressure protection also failed, then rupture will take place, this is the third scenario. Now, as we have discussed earlier, in the same manner what happened, you just find out the fault tree for this, fault tree for this. Here in this particular example, that operator shutdown fault tree, when we are developing, we are finding out the 3 basic events, they are linked with OR gate, and as a result you are getting cut sets like this, 3 cut sets. So, if I say the failure here, this is F1, then F1 is, that is SC plus OR plus PG. Here in the second system, that is it is basically the basic event relief valve failure. So, pump failure means relief valve failure, there is only, that is RF is the failure event. Okay, its probability is like this. Now, for the time being, you just think of that you want that what is happening here, that scenario 3. So, if we say PO exists, that means probability of PO equal to 1. Now, what is the OS? OS, you will see that what we are saying S1, or we can write this OS equal to F1, which is basically SC plus OR plus PG. Then what will be that OS bar? That will be the total bar plus PG, total bar, which will be SC bar intersection OR bar intersection PG bar. So, using the same philosophy what we have discussed earlier, so ultimately what happened, you just you can find out OS bar, but here OS bar is not required. Where is OS bar required? OS bar will be required here. So, in this case you use this formula, find out the sequence. In this case we require OS and PP, that is SC plus OR plus PG, which will be multiplied by PP, which is basically RF. So, as a result, the rupture scenario, if I want to get the fault tree, which is S3 in this case, so this will be your OS into PP is nothing but RF, where OS is SC plus OR plus PG into RF. So, that means here SC into RF plus ORRF plus PG RF. So, 3 different cut sets you are getting here. So, that is what we have discussed in next slide. What is there? So, you will get for different scenarios these are the cut sets, and as PO we are considering it is 1. So, given the probability already given in last slide. So, you are getting probability of for the first scenario no rupture, probability is this. Second case there are 3 different cut sets. So, ultimately you are getting the 3 probabilities and they will be summed up. Third case, rupture case, also 3 different cut sets, there are 3 different probabilities that will be summed up. So, then in this case your pressure protection as well as the operator shutdown, or I can say the system configurations against PO exist, so that the tank rupture will not take place, that is 0.97 plus 0.0222. So, and here it is 0.97. So, how much it is? 0.9922. It is a more than 99% chance that nothing will happen. But if we consider the case, if the severity is very high, because rupture is a high severity case, so it should not be this much, it should be even much lower than this. Okay. But this has happened because we have considered that RF failure is very frequent, 0.26. If you consider RF failure is very less, suppose 0.026, what will happen? This will, the probability will, this probability will further reduced, this probability of success will improve. Okay. So, this is what is the in nutshell that our topic on that linking fault tree with your event tree, or other way I can say the accident sequences, and finding out the cut sets of the accident sequences. So, this is subjective, it is a very simple one, but please remember you require to know the Boolean algebra, because when you have complex fault tree, so that time manually in this manner the way we have explained it is not possible. Okay, thank you very much, hope you have enjoyed it.